Dun, dun, dun. Joe found this. I'm over at XJoe81X's house. This is bringing back too many bad memories of the GE washer I had when I moved into my house. He found this thrown out. We know of a couple of reasons that it was thrown out. This is not one of them. Mine did that too. And what they used are suspension rods, and then they use these rubber, they're not snubbers, but they keep it from going too far. It has a real agitator and dogs, and they work, but that's probably about it. It needs a drain hose, because that's all you get. There's a thing that like screws into that. We don't have that kind. There's some stuff here that Joe had. We're going to see what fits, what works, if anything. I'm going to try to test this out. This was the piece that went in the drain of it, and it kind of clicks in, and the corrugated part was broken. So I was able to jam it in there. It's going to leak. We know that much. Oh, Mr. Chitaliano with his fucking cod.
Hot dogs, peanuts, quarter-inch grill, Italian. Oh, look at that. Comes with a cord. Oh, loves kitty.
So we're going to see. This is going to leak, like I said. We got to get everything hooked up here, and we'll try it. We'll just leave the water on, and if it needs more, it'll take more, I guess. You know, it'll just, we'll see how bad it leaks and that. This is just sort of bungee corded on. So probably when the pressure hits it, it's going to either pop the hose out the bottom, or somebody's getting a shower. Could use one. But anyway, another interesting thing is it almost looks like there's an outlet on the back. My old GE was the same.
Oh, like a service outlet?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting. So we're just going to get things together here and see what it does, if anything. So Joe's got his own video going. If you haven't seen that, xjoe81x.com.
Jay's got his own video going. If you haven't seen that, jk18.com. Waka waka. Two idiots in a washing machine.
Yeah, really.
Okay, everybody, XJoe81X, we're back. It's the next day. I brought Jay over, and we're basically going to test to see if this works before it's clean. I showed you the timer yesterday where it was broken due to the fact that why they probably threw it out. So we're going to mimic it. We have the water. We're going to plug it in right now. If Jay's ready, we're going to plug it in. We're going to stay live on my end.
I'll stay live too.
And let's see how crazy the water spits out.
Yeah.
Okay, we have full power. I shut it off yesterday, so you should be able to just pull it where it left off.
Okay, we're going.
That's air, right?
Yep, that's air.
We're going to just stay live. We're at 1 minute.
So far, nothing really to speak of. So,
wow. So by this time yesterday, everybody, if you recall, it was already just draining and pissing out. Jay says, which is not wrong, is that you have to create a pipe in the back so the water is above the level of the tub. So now physics is basically stating, oh, we have to fill the tub.
That was actually a fairly decent explanation. I'm impressed.
Right, thank you. I'll get it all done.
All right, so it's filling.
Yeah,
it's definitely.
We're set to cold because we don't have hot.
Super cold.
This fabric softener clean is something we don't need. And then we set to super because we want to see how high it goes. Now,
that's just
without
fun.
wasting your time, my diagnosis was that this was in a basement. It was functioning. It's dirty enough that it's old. And I think someone broke the timer while setting it. And I think what happened was they didn't know that they could fix it. And then they got to the point where they're like, well, you know what? It served its purpose.
Kind of loose.
Let's just get rid of it. I don't think this is broken because I'm talking. So I think what happened was that they turned the mechanism and it's broken on my side. If you want to come on this side, there's something from the factory
Yes.
that went in here this way.
Yep.
And when
Tab
you-
is broken off.
Yes, so when you undo this bolt, when you undo the knob, this could come up and this comes out.
Right.
Okay, so what I want to do, if this machine works, is possibly drill a hole in this plastic piece. You could, don't penetrate this.
Right.
Just the top. Drill a hole here
And cable
and
tie it.
get either a cable tie or get a soldering lanyard style, maybe even the ground wire
I
on my
have.
14.2. And what's happening is why it's broken is because when you turn the knob, it does this.
Right, it does that.
And you don't know where you are.
I actually have a plastic welding kit. I've never used it.
Oh, okay, that could be something to look
So,
at. So
that's something we
basically
could
what
try.
you're trying to say is you get two pieces, they look like this, and your kit's gonna go and be like,
Right, they give you like a soldering iron and
With a
then
swivel.
more plastic that you put in there almost as solder to kind of glue them back together. I don't know.
This is one of those like
Crazy
you're in your
glue might work.
backyard, you know. We don't have to fix this today. We could try my way because I'm home, you know.
Sure, we try anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't owe anybody anything.
I don't think. Oh, did you check the agitated dogs? Are good.
They are good.
Is that? But I don't know. I think this has to come out for it to be removed.
Yeah, I don't know if the tool fits this. I never had it
Right.
when I had mine. Jack and I tried, we actually went back in the day, we went to Sears and we bought a socket that was big enough. It was something like a 21 millimeter or
just
some
for a tub?
crazy shit. And we put a 6-foot pipe on that. It would not break loose.
Yeah. So what I'm going to have to do, if this is up and running, is I'm going to have to remove these 4 pieces, right?
Probably to get the top off.
And then
yeah.
we're going to remove this at some point. This has to come off, and then eventually the tub would come back up, come straight up.
The tub is plastic on this.
Yeah.
So you got to watch. Probably you're using a rubber mallet instead of a hammer in the towel. Towel, yes, but the rubber mallet instead.
My opinion is that there was no leaks because there's no rust on the bed.
Let's see how we're doing back here. I'm amazed that is making a
Well,
fairly
it
watertight
didn't-
connection.
It didn't push it out, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I thought it was going to drip profusely from there. I'm pretty impressed by that.
So we're about almost to the top.
3/4 of the way. We're
I
almost
see
there.
the dirt line from here, so we got about an inch or two, so it actually might start agitating within 5 minutes.
Something like
I
that.
don't think it's broken. I think it stinks so bad that they got rid of it, and the timer needs to be.
Yeah, they probably decided that, you know, it was working for them, and then when the timer broke, it just got wonky and that, and maybe they were using, you know, like AP detergent in here and following the dosing instructions or throwing 74 Tide Pods in there. Too much detergent is a bad thing also. And everything was coming out dark and dingy. But it's like, don't you see that dirt and say, oh, you know, I shouldn't really wash stuff in that.
Some people don't know how to take their tubs off and clean it. Even if you clean just the outside.
Just the inside
Right,
with a
just the
sponge,
inside.
like a little scrubby kind of
No,
thing.
this was a workhorse.
Yeah, this was rode hard and put up wet, as they say.
The agitation should start soon, unless the fill sensor's broken and it just overflows.
Well, if it does,
I don't like how this is dirty. I'll never get that clean.
the inside of the cabinet, you mean?
No, right here.
Oh, the whole, yeah, no, that's
no,
what
I can
this-
get this. This is easy.
Oh, that's filthy. Jesus.
No, that's
I didn't
easy.
even
Sometimes
look at
just a
that.
hose gets rid of it.
Yeah,
Say,
we got to be close here.
I've cleaned enough. Well, yeah, maybe the fill sensor's broken. So we're high. I think we're a little bit too high. Because the agitation. Okay, I think we're a little high. But,
Well, we're sitting crooked. That's one thing.
but we're gonna.
We'll let it. You know, it can overflow.
Yeah,
It's okay.
We're outside. We'll just press the button in, but
Is the hose still connected to the load size thing? Because if that popped off,
Yep, it's fully there.
okay, there might be a hole in it. We could turn it to a lower setting if it doesn't go with that. Oh yeah, that's fucked too. Oh, something.
Okay, we hit small, so maybe we're not fixing this. We're gonna go back to large.
Yeah,
right?
go ahead. And go to the next one.
Okay.
Go to super. Okay, so it may have just decided.
Yeah, but there's no agitation. If Jay wants to wiggle. Oh, okay. It's maybe the timer needs a minute. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let me put my ear on it and see.
Just checking the sensor. We went high. That's high.
Yeah, something's wonky with that. The
And-
timer is definitely running. So we're just going to wait it out and see what happens. And
Yeah, it should be no minute. Well, it should go right into agitation if it's a normal washing machine.
yeah,
Oh,
something
just
clicked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like the level,
right.
but it shows no signs of leaking. So, and it shouldn't matter, right? If you're on a
No, if it's crooked, it shouldn't matter.
We
It's the
tested
weight
so
of the
many-
water.
Yeah, we tested so many machines out here.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to see if it overflows. We'll come back.
So the timer might be wonky. Joe just kind of rapped on it.
So I don't like the height, and I don't like the fact that off camera I just smacked the timer. I don't know if this is for sale yet.
This reminds me of my old GE.
don't
It did the
wanna-
same dance.
They want to sell something.
Well, that was fun.
I also don't know what setting we're on with the timer.
Something clicked. It's moving.
Yeah.
I think we'll have to kind of repeat it. Oh, there we go.
Oh, here comes the pisser.
All right, so far so good.
Yeah, but it didn't agitate enough to.
Well, yeah, it was on extra light, and we don't know exactly where that
We
was.
don't know where we are. I want to maybe take the knob off when we're done with this cycle, or see if it refills. But yeah, we're.
I think we ought to just kind of leave it now because it seems to be running, and we'll see. We'll put the we want that off actually, so it'll fill. They put these cockamamie where fucking on is fucking off and fucking off is fucking on. Turn it on for less power. Turn it off for more power. What?
Oh yeah, nice. So the pump is working.
Oh, set when adding fabric softener and for clean rinse. So we do want that on. Because that way it'll wash it out.
Well,
That's, I think, the idea.
the pump works.
Yeah, GE used separate pump motors. I still have that. It's too bad it wasn't even bad. Because he
Right,
would have
right.
had one.
But I see. The motor, that's beautiful. It's upside down, has a belt.
Yeah, these have a belt.
But there's something with the timer, and the timer is going to cost more than I'm going to make on the machine.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's on my machine, so. But again, we're going to take the knob off when we're ready, and we're going to try to find like where the knob should be.
I think it's probably where it should be.
You're probably right. I did kind of play with it, but I love it.
All right, well, we'll see what happens here.
I think it was too much water. Because look at the dirt, look at the fill line.
Yeah. It's cavitating, but it shouldn't be.
So, if history shows itself, it's supposed to drain, and then as it's draining its last thing, you should get cold water.
Oh, I wonder if this does the same thing as my old machine did, where it starts to spin on low and then kicks it into high. That is the one thing I'll give that machine, is it made the coolest sound. But that's all it had going for it. The agitation, the strokes are short. The agitator dogs do work. They use a different style than the Whirlpools use, where they're kind of a cylinder with like a hole. I don't know if it's a hole through it or just like an indentation on each side. They used to fall sideways on my machine. I don't remember how long this drain... There you go.
We have a spin. Wild spin, everybody.
And that was really just a clunk, and it just went.
That's a wild spin, man. That's cool. God.
No, that's about right.
Bumpers. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
It somewhat works. I like that they put the capacitor right there so you can change it because it always goes bad. Or wait, that's not why they put it there.
Could it be maybe the fill cycle needs like one more and it's like, oh wait, where are we? No.
Yeah, it might just they can get sticky after not being
Very
used.
hot. It's very hot.
Yeah, we should exercise that load switch thing. Maybe we'll try the small. In fact, we could do that now. And we'll see where it lands. In fact, I'll play with it now while we kind of can. So I guess this just goes high speed, I don't know. And it doesn't do what mine did. Mine, if anybody recalls, way back, that's going back to, what, like 2012, 2013? So 10, 11 years, 12. It didn't have a mechanical timer, it was actually electronic, and it had sort of like a play pause button, but it was just called like a start button or something. It wasn't stupid like that. Alright, so it drains. Drain pump's good. It spins. The motor's good. Might need a load size sensor and or hose. But I think even if there was just a pinhole in that, it might not do the trick. So, I don't know. It could. I don't know. Timer's moved. I can't believe how redneck these guys are. They do it outside with the garden hose and with an extension cord. You can't run a washing machine off an extension cord. You'll blow it up. Right. All right. Oh, something happened. There you go. Brake is all right. Click. Hey, so far it's trying to do stuff, so that's good. So of course didn't catch it on camera, it's still on small, but at one point it actually stopped and started agitating while continuing to fill, and it's still filling now. So load size is not quite load sizing. That doesn't appear to be working.
I could exercise it real quick.
You can.
Which would determine the fact. So
maybe that was screwed also. Oh, there, it's up now.
So it just agitated for 2 seconds.
Timer's running.
So Jay seems to think that the timer has a little delay. Remember, this is a GE. Hours go right into it, other than drain.
The Kenmore in the Whirlpool.
So the GE could give itself enough time to just settle, and then it should click.
It does say rinse and soak, so I could understand why it would kind of do that, but still, where's our agitation? What if we do that? Nothing? Okay.
Right, like you really have to wait that long for agitation, but maybe you do.
Maybe it soaks first. It should be soak and rinse. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It doesn't appear to be adjustable in any way, but maybe there's screws on the other side. I don't know. Fine. Is the timer still running? Yeah, it is. I don't know if you can hear it. All right, we'll wait. It's draining. I don't know what that tells us. Now he's got a fountain in his backyard. I got a fountain now. Jeez. I thought Joe was inside taking a crap. Well, the bilge pump is done.